She said it like it was a simple fact, not something that could split a man in half. We were standing in the kitchen, the house quiet except for the hum of the fridge, when my wife crossed her arms and said, "Our daughter needs her real father now. Not you. Not the man who raised her. Her real father." I didn't shout. I didn't ask questions. I just nodded because sometimes silence is the only way to keep your dignity from collapsing. Our daughter was already an adult, old enough to make her own choices, but young enough that words still carried weight. I had been there for every school event, every late-night talk, every broken heart. I taught her to drive. I walked her through her first job interview. I believed that counted for something. Apparently it didn't. That night I packed a single suitcase. I booked a one-way ticket to Korea before doubt could talk me out of it. I didn't leave to punish anyone. I left because staying meant shrinking myself into someone I didn't recognize. When I told my wife I was going, she didn't stop me. She said, "Maybe this space will help." Space, I learned, can be a polite word for erasure. Korea was overwhelming at first. Bright streets, unfamiliar language, a rhythm of life that didn't know my past. I rented a small place near a river and found work consulting for a firm that valued quiet competence. No one asked me to justify my place. No one reduced me to a label. I woke early, walked, learned, rebuilt routines. Piece by piece I stitched myself back together. Back home, things didn't unfold the way my wife imagined. The man she called our daughter's real father arrived with promises and presents that faded fast. He liked the idea of being essential more than the responsibility of it. Conversations turned tense. Boundaries blurred. Bills stacked up. The house grew heavy with disappointment. My daughter called me one night, voice unsteady. We talked about ordinary things at first, the weather, her job, the cat she adopted. Then she said, "I didn't mean for you to go." I didn't correct her. I didn't say it wasn't her choice. I just listened. Sometimes being a parent means holding the space even when you're pushed out of the room. Months passed. From afar, I watched my life simplify. I learned enough Korean to order food without pointing. I made friends who knew me as I was now, not as a role I'd been assigned. I realized something important. Fatherhood isn't biology alone, and marriage isn't sustained by rewriting history to soothe guilt. The call from my wife came later than I expected. She sounded tired. "Things aren't working," she said like it surprised her. She talked about confusion, about mistakes, about wanting to reset. I didn't argue. I didn't remind her of the kitchen, the words, the certainty with which she'd erased me. I told her I hoped everyone was safe. Then I said goodbye. The hardest conversation was with my daughter when she visited me the following year. We walked along the river at dusk. She apologized for the distance, for believing that blood could replace years of love. I told her love doesn't compete, it accumulates. We don't erase chapters, we add to them. We cried. We laughed. We ate street food and planned nothing grand. Everything back home fell apart because it was built on a lie, that love can be ranked, that presence can be replaced by a label. Leaving didn't make me disappear. It made the truth louder. I didn't go to Korea to escape. I went to remember who I was when no one was rewriting me. And in the end, that steadiness became the one thing everyone needed most.